Okay, we have done with what? Ledger. Now we'll go ahead with trial balance. Now, what are the objectives of preparing trial balance? Everyone knows. Yeah, silence. Everyone knows what is a trial balance. Tell me the accounting process once again. With the help of transactions and events, that is source documents, we pass the journal entries or prepare subsidiary books. With the help of journal or subsidiary books, we prepare ledger. Then these ledger accounts are what? Balanced, and the balances are written in what? Trial balance. Correct? Now, as I have told you, trial balance, boys and girls, trial balance, have a look at it. You have debit rupees and credit rupees. First, all assets, any expenses or losses will show what balance? They will always show debit balance. Then capital, liability and income, these will show what balances? These will show credit balances. Is that clear? Right? So this is your trial balance. Here, look at this. The preparation of trial balance has the following objectives. So if they ask you what are the objectives of trial balance, very simple. The trial balance enables one to establish whether the posting and other accounting process have been carried out without committing arithmetical errors. Punch word. Without committing arithmetical errors. If the trial balance tallies, there is no arithmetical error. In other words, trial balance keeps to establish arithmetical accuracy of books of accounts. So underline the word arithmetical accuracy. Second, financial statements are normally prepared on the basis, point number 2, financial statements are normally prepared on the basis of agreed trial balance. Otherwise, financial statements will not give a true and fair picture of the financial statements. So financial statements are prepared on the basis of agreed trial balance. So if the trial balance doesn't agree, then financial statements will not show a true and fair picture. Third objective, trial balance serves as a summary of what is contained in ledger. It serves as a summary of what is contained in the ledger. Ledger may have to be seen only when details are required in respect of an account. So उस account में, like for example, debtors account में कहाँ कब payment हुआ है, कब sale किया है, then you have to go to a particular account. But if you want to know only the balance, what balance? Only the closing balance of debtors. Trial balance is enough. So tell me the 3 objectives. Fast. First objective, arithmetical accuracy. Second, to prepare your final accounts. Trial balance is useful because after trial balance comes what? Final accounts. Third, if you want only the summary of an account, not the entire detail of the account, then trial balance is enough. You can get to know what is the balance of each and every account. This is the format. Okay. Then, under the mentioned points, may be noted, trial balance is prepared on a particular date, which should be mentioned at the top. So trial balance as at 31st March 2025. Is that clear? Then the second column, the name of the account, here ledger accounts, like something like cash account, asset account, liability, whichever it is. The third column, total of the debit side of the account. Fourth column, credit side. And third and fourth column are totaled at the end. End it should tally. Are there limitations of trial balance? Answer is yes. What is the first limitation? Okay. One should note that the agreement of trial balance is not conclusive proof of accuracy. Important. अगर trial balance agree हो रहा है, does it mean that books of accounts are correct only? No. As we have seen in the basic class, error of omission, complete एक transaction ही हमने books of accounts में नहीं लिया. Debit is also not there, credit is also not there, trial balance will still agree. But can we say that the books of accounts are right? Answer is no. You have left that transaction for that what? Year. For example, I have paid salary to my employees or I have paid the electricity bill. My accountant has not passed the entry only. Then what is the meaning? Tell me. salary, hello, salary is paid, electricity bill is paid, but accountant has not recorded that. Complete omission. When it is complete omission, it means that trial balance will still tally. But can I say that the books of accounts show a true and fair picture? No. So that is the first limitation. So I once again repeat, agreement of trial balance is not a conclusive proof of accuracy. In other words, in spite agreement of trial balance, some errors may remain, and these errors are nothing but error of omission. Wherever errors are created, where trial balance agrees. Error of principal error. Tell me, we have done this in the basic class. Error of principle means what? Treating capital expenditure as revenue expenditure, or revenue expenditure as what? Capital expenditure. Or sale of fixed assets, I treat it as ordinary sale, or ordinary sale I treat it as sale of what? Fixed assets. In such a case, trial balance will what? Agree. But that doesn't mean that the books of accounts are right. So these are the things. These may be of following types. First one, क्या है? Transaction has been entered. Transaction has not been entered at all in the journal. Complete omission. Trial balance will still agree. Second, wrong amount has been written in both the columns of journal. Let us say I have spent for electricity bill 1000 rupees, but while recording I am recording it as 10,000, both the places. Electricity expense account debit 10,000, cash account debit 10,000, but actually I have paid only how much? 1,000. Now both the sides are record, so trial balance will agree, but books of accounts will not show a true and fair picture. Then wrong account has been mentioned in journal. Wrong account has been mentioned in what? Journal. I paid electricity bill, but I am debiting repair and maintenance account. Wrong account. है ना? But still the trial balance will what? Agree. Entry has not at all been posted into what? Ledger. Ledger में post ही नहीं किया है. Journal entry pass किया है, but it is not posted to what? Ledger. If it is not posted to ledger, then ledger का balance ही trial balance में आता है ना. That also will be wrong. Then entry is posted twice in the ledger. दो बार. I have paid salary of only 1,000, but I have passed the entry how many times? 2 times. Here also trial balance will agree, but books of accounts will not show a true and fair picture. So in all these cases, trial balance is agreeing. That doesn't mean that books of accounts are accurate. So this is the limitation of what? Trial balance. Is that clear? Next. One is methods of preparation of trial balance. There are 2 methods, total method and balance method. What we follow is balance method, which you already know, balance method. Total method में ये देखो, come down here. Look at this example. You tell me cash account debit to capital introduced into the business. Cash account debit to RAM, cash received from RAM. Cash account debit to sales, cash sales. Furniture account debit to cash, purchased furniture. Salary account debit to cash, salary paid. Sham account debit to cash, paid to Sham. Cash purchases, purchase account debit to cash. Cash withdrawn from the business for personal use, capital account debit to cash. And then you have this balance. So these are your receipts, 35,500 are your receipts. And payments are, सब मिला के पेमेंट कम है, तो बैलेंस कितना बचता है? And this 7,500 you will take in the trial balance. This is which method? Balance method. What method? In total method, you take the total of debit and total of what? Credit. अभी इसका total करो, 1 मिनट करो, I'll tell you. Okay. I'll tell you, इसका total करो. इसका total कितना आया? 35,500. अभी इसका total करो, 7,500 छोड़ के. इसका total कितना है? Do it. 28,000. So इसका आ गया 35,500, इसका आ गया 28. तो ट्रायल बैलेंस में कैसा आएगा मालूम है? ये देखो, कहाँ है? देखो, ट्रायल बैलेंस में कैश डेबिट कितना है? 35,500. क्रेडिट कितना है? 28. मीन्स डेबिट साइड ऑफ कैश अकाउंट एंड क्रेडिट साइड ऑफ व्हाट? कैश अकाउंट, दोनों लिखने का डिफरेंस कितना है? दैट इज विच मेथड? टोटल मेथड और बैलेंस मेथड? तो टोटल मेथड में ऐसा होता है, बैलेंस मेथड में हम नॉर्मली वॉट एवर हैव टॉट इज बैलेंस मेथड. Total method is not followed in practice. Which method is followed? but since they have given total method, you have to put it like this. Is that clear? Now come down here. अभी ये देखो. Tell me, furniture account debit to cash, purchase of furniture. This is a balance or no? But you will still write only what? 3000. Is that clear? Credit side कुछ भी नहीं है, balance तो नहीं लिखना है. Is that clear? Salary account ये छोड़ दो. ये देखो, हाँ ये इंटरेस्टिंग है. ये शाम अकाउंट कितना है बोलो डेबिट साइड? 2 कैश एंड 2 परचेजेस 21,500. इधर साइड कितना है? 25,000. सो दोनों लिखने का. सो शाम अकाउंट क्रेडिट इज 25, डेबिट इज व्हाट? 21,500. अभी देखो इधर शाम ट्रायल बैलेंस में क्या लिखा है? शाम 25,000 क्रेडिट, 21,500 डेबिट. समझ में आया? सो दिस इज विच मेथड? You understood this method? All of you? Is this method popular or balance method proper? Balance method. So what we have done in my basic classes, what? Balance method. ये देखो, ये balance method में 7,500, whatever is the balance you put it. Is that clear? Understood? Okay. आ जाओ. Third. Now in the basic class I have done this, but anyway I am going to take this once again. Please answer this. From the following ledger balances, prepare trial balance of Anuradha Traders on 31st March. Now you have to tell me whether it is debit balance or credit balance. Okay. Capital. Capital is credit. Sales. Credit. Purchases. Debit. It's an expense. Sales return. If sales is credit, sales return has to be what? Debit. Opposite. Discount allowed. It's an expense. Debit. Expenses. Debit. Trade receivables. It's an asset. Debit. Trade payables. Credit. It's a liability. Investments are assets. Debit. Cash at bank. Cash in hand. It's an asset. Debit. Interest received on investment. Interest received on investment. Receivable nahi. Have they said receivable or already received? It's an income. Income will show credit balance. Insurance paid. It's an expense. Debit. अभी टोटल करो डेबिट क्रेडिट का. फास्ट फास्ट फास्ट. हाँ 1 लाख पहला क्रेडिट का करेंगे. 1 लाख प्लस 1 लाख 66,000. करेक्ट है? इधर है प्लस 25,000 प्लस 1,500. ये 2 लाख. हाँ ये देखो 2,92,500 क्रेडिट. डेबिट भी उतना ही रहना चाहिए. इज दैट क्लियर? आई होप ऑल ऑफ यू अंडरस्टूड दिस. वेरी सिंपल यार. दिस इज हार्डली एनीथिंग. विल नॉट वेस्ट मच ऑफ टाइम इन दिस, बट एनीवे इट इज देयर. क्वेश्चन नंबर 4. शैल वी प्रोसीड? आ जाओ आ जाओ. Whatever is important I'll ask you to do it. Hear it carefully. One of your clients, Mr. Singhania, has asked you to finalize his accounts for the year ended 31st March 2022. Till date, he himself has recorded the transactions in the books of accounts. As a basis for audit, Singhania furnishes you with the following statement. अभी ये statement दिया है. And down they have given closing inventory on 31st March 2022 was valued at how much? 574. Mr. Singhania claims that he has recorded every transaction correctly as the trial balance tallied. Trial balance is tallying, so he is saying that I have recorded everything properly. Check the accuracy of the above trial balance. आ जाओ. Now one by one you tell me. I will put right for whatever is right and wrong I'll put a cross mark. Singhania capital correct है? क्रेडिट बैलेंस आना चाहिए. सिंघानिया ड्राइंग्स करेक्ट है या गलत है? करेक्ट है. कैपिटल विल शो क्रेडिट बैलेंस, ड्राइंग्स विल शो ऑलवेज डेबिट बैलेंस. एनीवे ड्राइंग्स विल गेट ट्रांसफर टू कैपिटल लेटर ऑन. अंडरस्टूड? ये भी करेक्ट है. लीज होल्ड प्रीमाइसेस मींस फिक्स्ड एसेट्स. एसेट्स टेल मी. एसेट्स विल शो डेबिट बैलेंस. करेक्ट है. सेल्स विल शो करेक्ट बैलेंस इज क्रेडिट बैलेंस. इट्स एन इनकम. ड्यूज फ्रॉम कस्टमर्स. कस्टमर आपको पे करना है, मीन्स फ्रॉम योर एंगल इट इज पेएबल और रिसीवेबल. सो रिसीवेबल विल शो. तो इधर कहां क्या दिखा रहा है? सो ये गलत है. सो दिस शुड नॉट कम हियर, दिस शुड कम हियर, हियर. समझ में आया? सो ये आइटम गलत दिया है. क्लियर? नेक्स्ट परचेजेस. अरे आंसर है करेक्ट. परचेज रिटर्न रॉन्ग. ये 264 इधर आना चाहिए. देन लोन फ्रॉम बैंक, it's a liability. Liability will always show what? Credit balance. Trade payables wrong. ये इधर आना चाहिए 528. Trade expenses correct. Cash at bank correct. Bills payable wrong. Credit balance. Salaries and wages correct. Inventory, opening stock. Stock is an asset. Asset will always show. So 264 इधर आना चाहिए. Rent and rates it's an expense correct है. Sales return wrong क्योंकि sales will show credit balance, sales return will show. So 98. अभी एक corrected balance sheet का correct total बताओ मैं. 564 plus 750 plus 530 plus 1259 plus 700 plus 226 plus 600 plus 264 plus 463 plus 98. 54. अभी इस साइड देखो, इधर साइड भी 5454 आना चाहिए. माइनस 1556 माइनस 2750 माइनस 264 माइनस 256 माइनस 528 माइनस 100 हो गया 54. So you have to prepare the corrected trial balance. Don't just, I'm just putting here, but you understood or no? Anyway, closing inventory का अभी तक entry pass नहीं हुआ है. Now tell me, in the basic class which I have already told you, if closing stock appears in the trial balance, it means that it is adjusted with purchases. Very good. It is adjusted with. So entry for closing stock without opening trading account. If you open trading account, it will be closing stock account debit to trading account. If you don't open trading account, it is adjusted with purchases. Entry will be closing stock account debit to purchases. In that case, purchases will come down, and whatever purchases appear in trial balance, those are adjusted purchases. What purchases? आ जाओ. So corrected trial balance हो गया. They have given the reasons also. You have to write the reasons. अगर examination में कैसा लिखना है? Here it, ये देखो. Trial balance लिखने का and notes also you have to write. Dues from customer is an asset, so the balance will be debit. ऐसा लिखना पड़ेगा आपको. ये अगर notes नहीं लिखोगे तो marks नहीं मिलेगा. Is that clear? Next. Fifth one. Concentrate all of you. Fifth one. The following trial balance on 31st March 2022 was drawn from the books of fintech traders. Then what they are given down here? Even though debit and credit side agreed, trial balance contains certain errors. Check the accuracy of the trial balance. Okay, let me see how many of you can answer this. Building correct hai? Machinery correct. Return outward means what? Purchase return. Goods which are coming in are going out. Return outward. Purchase return will show a debit balance or credit balance. So ये गलत है. This is nothing but purchase return. It should come here. Then bad debts. Bad debts. Correct. Cash. Correct. Discount received. Wrong. Discount received is an income. Income will show a credit balance. Bank overdraft. Wrong. Bank overdraft is a loan. You are overdrawing from the bank, so it is a loan. Loan will show what balance? Credit balance 10,000 इधर आना चाहिए. Next. Creditors. Wrong. 50,000 इधर आना चाहिए. Purchases. Correct. Capital. Correct. Fixtures. Furniture and fixtures is an asset. इधर आना चाहिए. Sales. Correct. Debtors. Wrong. इधर आना चाहिए 60,000. Interest received. Correct. Receivable नहीं है. Received. If it is interest receivable, then it is debit balance. Anything receivable is an asset. Is that clear? Input GST. Why? Input GST is an asset. पैसे येणे from the government. Is that clear? Input, any input is an asset. बोलो. ये 3,000 input सब input है ना. ये सब तीनों असेट साइड आना चाहिए, सॉरी डेबिट साइड. Anyway, it's an asset only. What is output GST? Payable to the government. So ये भी गलत दिया है. 5,400 5,400. अभी टोटल करो देखेंगे. किया है ऑलरेडी. 60,000 plus 17,000 plus 2.8 plus 0.4 plus 100 plus 5.6 plus 60 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4.8 256 600. इधर भी उतना ही आना चाहिए. देखो -2.6 -3 -10 -50 -73.6 -104 -2.6 -5.4 -5.4 हो गया 0. बराबर है. करेक्टेड ट्रायल बैलेंस हो गया. आई होप इट इज क्लियर. इज दिस अ इजी चैप्टर? आ जाओ. टेस्ट योर नॉलेज. प्रिपेयरिंग ऑफ ट्रायल बैलेंस इज अ थर्ड फेज ऑफ अकाउंटिंग प्रोसेस. ट्रू और फॉल्स? व्हाट इज फर्स्ट? जर्नल एंट्रीज एंड और subsidiary books. First step. Second, third, just check the answers. True है? Yes. अरे check it. दिया है ना? Next, trial balance forms the basis for preparation of financial statements. True. Agreement of trial balance is conclusive proof of accuracy. False. वो arithmetical accuracy उतना ही दिखाता है. It doesn't mean that the books of accounts will show a true and fair picture. There are many reasons. Even though the trial balance tallies, books of accounts are not correct. बराबर है? Trial balance will tally in case of compensating errors. True. Trial balance can find the missing entry from the journal. False. Only arithmetical accuracy दिखाता है. You have to go in detail. Suspense account opened in trial balance is a permanent account. False. This you will come to know later on. What is suspense account? Suspense account should get closed. Once the suspense is revealed, it should get closed. ये false है. ये बाद में समझ में आएगा. The balance of purchase return account has a credit balance. True. Purchase will have a debit balance. Purchase return will have a trial balance will not balance if not balance. Correct journal entry is posted twice, it will tally. So ये आंसर नहीं है. Purchase on credit basis is debited to purchase and credited to cash. ये error है, but trial balance will what? Agree, because debit भी है, credit भी है. ये 500 cash paid to creditor is debited to trade payable as 50 and credited to cash as how much? 500. In this case, trial balance will not agree. Is that clear? Because one account is debited with 50, another account is credited with 500. There will be a difference of 450. Tell me the next one. Read. 1,500 received from subtenant for rent and entered correctly in cash book is posted to the debit of rent account. The trial balance will. थोड़ा दिमाग लड़ाओ इधर. हाँ, first of all tell me, hello, rent received from subtenant means what? Answer this. Sir, in this premises I am not the owner, I am also paying rent. You are saying, sir, इधर खाली है ना जगह, मुझे rent out कर दो, I'll pay you 1,500. I'll say okay, take 1,500. Now that 1,500 will go to my owner or me? Me. What entry should I pass? For me, it is cash account debit to rental income. Rental income on subletting. But in my books, the entry is, tell me, cash debit 1,500 to rental income by subletting. how much? 1500. So cash should be debited and rental income should be credited. But इधर क्या किया देखो, correctly entered correctly in cash book as cash book is posted to the debit of rent account. I repeat, received 1500 from subtenant for rent and entered correctly in cash book. So cash account is debited. What account should be credited? Rental income. But what account is once again debited? Posted on the debit side or rent account. So cash account भी debit हुआ है, rent account भी क्या हुआ है? Debit हुआ है. So debit side 1500 भी हुआ है और एक debit side कितना हुआ है? 1500. Credit side कुछ आया ही नहीं. समझ में आया कि नहीं? Did you get it, guys? What is happening? Hear it. If trial balance ले लिया ना, debit and credit, cash is debited by 1500. Rent is also debited by how much? 1500. Credit side कुछ गया ही नहीं. Now tell me what will be the total here? 3000 and creditors will be nil. So what is the difference? 3000 is the difference. समझ ला? So what is the answer? The debit total will be greater by 3000 than credit total. Debit total is greater than credit total by 3000. A is the answer. I hope all of you understood. Answer yes or no? After preparing the ledgers, the next step is preparation of. After preparing the ledgers, the next step is preparation of trial balance. Very good. Next, after preparing trial balance, accountant finds that the total of the debit side is short by 1500. This difference will be debit side is short. अभी देखो ये debit है credit है, समझो ये credit side 11500 है, debit side 10000 है, तो difference कितना है? हाँ, तो look at this guys, once again I'll put it. Sir, in a trial balance debit side 10000 है और credit side 11500 है. But trial balance here it should be 11500. Here also it should be 11500. Yes or no? तो balancing figure debit balance ही आएगा 1500 है. Suspense account. What account? So debit suspense account with 1500 to tally it. I once again repeat. Suppose अगर आपका trial balance tally नहीं हो रहा समझो. Okay, item 1 let us say 5000, item 2 8000, item 3 2000, item 4 14,000. Now only 4 items are there. Total कितना होना चाहिए? 15. Answer. Debit side is 15. Credit side भी 15 ही होना चाहिए ना, मगर credit side है कितना है? 14. तो आप क्या करोगे? Fifth item you'll put it as what? Suspense. How much? 1000. Now here debit is more than what? Credit. That is why you are putting suspense account as credit balance. Understood? इधर देखो सम में क्या दिया है? Debit side is short by short. Debit side is short. इधर credit side is short by 1000. ये हम एग्जाम्पल ऐसा लेंगे, समझो कि ये 16000 है. फिफ्थ फोर्थ आइटम सेकंड थर्ड फर्स्ट कि फोर्थ आइटम है 16000. अभी किसका टोटल ज़्यादा है? क्रेडिट साइड. डेबिट साइड भी 16 आना चाहिए ना, नहीं है. डेबिट साइड इज शॉर्ट बाय हाउ मच? 1000. एंड यू विल शो सस्पेंस एज डेबिट बैलेंस हाउ मच? 1000. So if debit side is short by 1000, suspense account will be shown as 1000 debit balance. Is that clear? Why you put it as suspense? Because you don't know कहाँ गलत गया करके. अभी तक the suspense is not revealed. Is that clear? I'll come back to suspense account later on. Next, fifth one. Tell me. Sales correct है, correct है. Purchase correct है. Miscellaneous expenses correct है. Salary गलत है. Salary कितना आना चाहिए? एज एन एक्सपेंस. बाद में 15000 होगा, ये भी कितना होगा? 15000. सिंपल है सम. डिफरेंस इन ट्रायल बैलेंस इज ड्यू टू रॉन्ग प्लेसिंग ऑफ सेल्स अकाउंट हियर इन दिस सैलरी. रॉन्ग प्लेसिंग ऑफ सैलरी अकाउंट. समझ में आया? वो क्वेश्चन के लिए. इज दैट क्लियर? Okay. Okay, there is one this thing. Drop the corrected trial balance. Okay, I'll ask you some questions. Please answer. Provision for doubtful debts. Correct है गलत है? गलत है. Provision will always show what balance? Credit balance. Bank overdraft. गलत है. 1654. Next, capital. Correct. Trade payables. Correct. Trade receivable. Correct. Discount received. Wrong. 252. Income. Discount allowed. Wrong. 733. Drawings. Correct. Office furniture. Correct. General expenses. Galat. 829. Purchases. Correct. Return inward means sales return. Sales return will show a debit balance. Sales will show a credit balance. ये गलत है. Rents and rates. Correct. Salaries. Correct. Sales. Correct. Inventory. Correct. Provision for depreciation. अरे we have done provision. Any provision will show a credit balance. So ये कितना आता है? 364. ये भी अभी टैली करके देखो, तुम्हारा आंसर करेक्ट आना चाहिए. Do it in sec. हाँ, I mean it will not tally. If it doesn't tally, then the balance will put into what? Suspense. जहाँ कम गिर रहा है वहाँ ये करो. Put it as what? Suspense. You are right. Balance is, it is not tallying. Difference will be 1 1. Now, if you have taken everything correctly and still there is a balance, then it is what? Suspense. Is that clear? So put it as suspense account. जहाँ shortfall है वहाँ suspense करके डालो. Is that clear? Market is important. If it doesn't tally, you should know how to tally. And you should be confident that everything I have put it correctly. Balancing figure is suspense. आ जाओ. Okay. What are the types of subsidiary books? Hello. Principal book. Ledger is what book? Principal book. Subsidiary books. Cash book is a subsidiary book as well as what? Principal book. Reason I have already told you. Now guys, concentrate here. Why cash book is a subsidiary as well as a ledger? Because cash book is the only subsidiary book which is in the form of an account. All other books, purchase book, purchase return, sales book, sales return, bills receivable, bills payable are not in the form of an account. Is that clear? They are in the form of what? A normal statement. That is why you have to prepare a separate ledger account. So purchase day book is a answer, subsidiary book, but it is not a ledger. It is not a principal book. Now I'll ask you questions, please answer. What do you record in purchase day book? Answer properly. No, wrong. You don't record credit purchases. You record credit purchases of goods. What about credit purchase of fixed assets? What? This we have done or no? I have done in the basic class or I have not done? I am asking you here. नहीं किया है? मालूम नहीं. I have done this in the basic class. You have forgotten it. Okay, anyway, concentrate here. Hello. इकडे बघा. Concentrate. What is recorded in purchase day book? Tell me. Goods which are purchased on. If I purchase fixed assets on credit, it will not come here. It will come in journal proper. Where it will come? So if they ask you what is recorded in purchase day book entry, goods purchased on credit are recorded. What about purchase return? Goods which are purchased on credit and returned back. Only goods returned back are recorded in purchase return. What about sales day book? Goods which are sold on credit. Sales return book? Goods which are returned by the customers. And that too goods which have sold to the customers on credit and returned back. What about bills receivable book? Whatever bills you have received from the debtor. Bills payable book, whatever you have accepted. And cash book. What book? This I have done. Simple cash book, petty cash book, impressed petty cash. देखो थोड़ा जाके वीडियो किया है मैंने. Yes or no? Tell me, 4 types of cash book. Simple cash book means single column cash book with cash column. Cash with discount column. And then cash book with discount and bank column. 3 column cash book. And then petty cash book. All these things you have done in your first year also. And I have done here also. Clear? What is journal proper? What transactions are recorded in journal proper? The transactions which are not recorded in the earlier 7 books are recorded there. Something like closing entries, depreciation entry, depreciation account debit to asset account, fixed assets purchased on credit, closing stock entry, closing entries, nominal accounts transferred to P&L. All these are recorded in which book? Tell me. Journal proper. Is that clear?